Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever build on YouTube. It's not a speed build because this is a fairly easy house. It's a how to build a small house but make it cute. I'm gonna do a square house because this is basically the easiest thing you could do while building a house. But I want to show you some things that I do to make the house look interesting, even though it's actually very simple. So let's get started. I decided to make this house a 10 by 9, and this because it will fit better with the windows and stuff that I have in mind. So it's not completely square, but you know, it will look square. So that's, I guess, good. So I didn't count wrong. It's just the way that I want to build it. So basically what I do first is build the skeleton. I always used to make my builds at least 5 blocks high, and this is because I like to overlap my roofing uh, over the house. So that 1 block extra is actually for the roof. So we'll make it 5 high, and then we will connect every piece with the other wall, and then we have a square to start with. Now the first thing I always do is place the door, or well, make a hole where I know the door will be. And I want my windows to be at the side, so I will fill in everything that needs to be a block, and then I will keep the space open for where my windows are gonna go. This way you sort of make it way easier for yourself to build, because then you can do everything at once. So first you will place the blocks, and then once every block is there, you can start placing the windows, etc, etc. Oh, I know my windows are gonna be too high, so that's why I'm gonna fill the top row as well. And I will do this for every side until I placed every block that I'm gonna use. Now, this is a basic shape. So we're gonna do a basic roof as well, because we are trying to make it as easy as possible, so that people that are not really good at building or don't really know how to start building sometimes can also try these things themselves. Also, this is my way of building, so don't feel like this is the best or the only way. It's not, it's just my style. And I just hope that this can give you guys some ideas to make even simple builds look a bit more interesting. So you see what I did here for a typical roof, and now I'm gonna connect the roofs together so we can place the roof easier later. Wait. And then you can either choose to put a ceiling in your build, but you can also just keep it like this in the house itself. It will give you a nice high ceiling, which will make the room look bigger. But also feel free to give it a ceiling if you want that. There's nothing wrong with a ceiling. Alright, so here's the door gonna be. Now I like to uh, do the blocks underneath the door, the same blocks as we're gonna use outside. So I'm gonna do a sort of front entrance area, and I will swap these with tiles that I'm gonna use outside. Now don't mind those blocks that we swapped inside, because you can swap those later once you're gonna furnish your house. So this will be good for now. Now it's time to add the windows. You can use any windows you prefer. I always use these ones, the square ones and the crosses, because I think they look cute. And to be honest, every single build that I've done, I think I've used these. I don't know why, but I just love this combo. So yeah, people that have seen me maybe on the live streams know this, and I've never heard someone complain, thank God. But yeah, choose any windows that you like and make them, place them in the squares that we just made. So as you can see here, because I do the blocks first and then the windows, I'm a lot faster because I know where it's gonna go. This will take time to practice though. I mean, at the beginning I was a very slow builder. Like small houses could took me a few hours. So don't worry about that. Now that we have the front and the back, you can see that the top part is a bit empty. There's nothing really happening. So I like to add a window there as well. So I'll just delete 4 blocks and place the windows the same as I did on the bottom level. This will already make it look more interesting. Although there's not going to be a second level, you know, there's still something happening when you look at the build from the outside. So even if you were to place a ceiling, it doesn't really matter because, yeah, you just need something there to make it look better. So now we have the windows in place, we can start doing the roof. Now these are connecting parts, and as you can see, I also have non-connecting parts. These ones I use for the top because I don't like them snapping together at the top. I want a pitched roof, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the right word. But yeah, and also you can see, oh crap, I'm sorry. You can see what I talked about earlier, that I like to overlap the roof. So that's where that 5th block was for. So let's place in that roof now. Also, I like to extend it just 1 block to make it easier, to make it interesting. And you will see later why I do that. Also, let's sleep right now because it's dark. Alright, so now that it's daylight again, we can see actually what we're doing. So yeah, just continue putting in that roof. Use the binoculars mode if you have it. If you don't, just jump up there to make it yourself easier. The binoculars are a serious lifesaver. I mean, it makes building so much faster. I couldn't live without those anymore. Oh, I need to eat because I'm starving. I always forget to eat. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so into the build that I forget everything around me. Alright. On the higher spots though, it's a bit higher, so if you cannot really see what you're doing, you can just put some blocks underneath you and then use the glider to get up there and do it from here. Because now you can actually see better what you're doing. Alright, that's one part done. Now let's do the other side. Alright. This is a very boring process, I'm sorry guys. But yeah, we cannot do a house without a roof, so yeah, we need to. Also, if you have any questions, please send them in the, write them, sorry, in the comments below, and I will get back to you to answer your questions. Oh. Alright, so now the last row, let's do it. Come on. Oh my god. Alright. Like that. Let's do it like this for now. Okay, so now we have the top row left only, and this is where the non-connecting parts come into play, because I want a pitched roof, and I don't want it to connect. Normally they will connect at the front and make it a bit different, which I think most of you guys know what I'm talking about. But this way your roof stays pitched. So that's also a helpful trick. Alright, so now we have our basic square house. This is the very basics. So now what I like to do is frame the front. What I will do is make it like here. I will add blocks and also underneath the roof. Like that. Wait. And this will give it more dimension, as you can see, which is also interesting. And as you can see, it's super easy. It's just like trying things out. And then most of my houses are like the same sort of style, because this is just the way I build. And if you don't like this, you can always try to do something else, but it's nice to have a couple of tricks that you could add to your builds to make them nicer. So I did that on either side. I'm not gonna do that on the sides because I just want it at the front, at the back. And then you can even spice it up more by adding some of these beams, those wooden brackets, and put them in every corner, like that. Now I choose yellow because I like the Golomite block, the red brick, with the combination with the yellow. But you can do any block or combination, whichever one you prefer. Then I will put some on the sides as well. 3 should be enough. And do it in front. I always mess up with these. Alright, like that. And 3 more on the other side, and the beams are there as well. So as you can see, as soon as you've got something you know you like, you can actually build a house pretty fast. Okay, so now that we have those beams, I like to add some letters for window shutters. Now I'm not going to do it on the bottom row here because I cannot have them on both sides, but I can do it at the side of the house. This will also make it a bit more interesting, and you don't have to do this for every window, because then it might get too busy. So just do it on the sides and on the top. I also dyed these yellow so that they match the rest. Alright. Now at the top I also like to add some of these wooden gratings and put some flowers on top just to make it a bit alive. I mean, I know a lot of houses that have some plants. I use the pot plants, but you can use regular flowers as well if you want. It's really up to you. You can basically put anything up there. Alright, so that's the top house and the roof part finished. And now we can just add some decorations at the front of the house to make it a bit more cute. Now I like to keep it simple for this build. So we're gonna do some big bushes and maybe add some sunflowers because those are yellow as well. Now of course here at the front I want a bit of a garden patch. So I'm gonna delete those blocks and then I'm filling it in with grass. And now we will place 4 bushes and then the sunflowers in the middle. Don't forget to equip your ulti mallet if you want to delete your bushes, because as you can see I destroyed mine doing that. Alright, so now on the back side we don't have a back door, so I will place 4 bushes here and I will just put 2 sunflowers there. Now you can choose to place bushes on the sides as well if you want. Oh, I'm messing up big time here. I'm sorry. That's what I'm known for. Also, Yuri the failure. So, get used to that. But if you were to build houses next to it, you don't have to do this. This is just, you know, because we can walk all around it. And there it is. There's your house finished. And as you can see, it looks, in my opinion, it looks really cute. And it was pretty easy to do, right? So I hope I gave you enough tips with this to get your builds to the next level. And I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content. And also, you can watch me do live streams on Twitch. I do it every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. CET. And the weekends are a bit different because my work schedule changes. But be sure to check me out on Twitch as well. Links is in the description. Thank you guys again, and I will see you next time. Bye!